plaza, which is not as quite as big as the ground plaza, but at least is as large as Angel, and then second only to Mountain. So you get an idea that it is very significant. If it were ripped out and Cahokia on its own, it would be a significant site in itself. Now, certain objects that are found here or there at Cahokia that signal that precious goods were employed in creating precious items. And here we see the marine shell, the Bizicon, or the conch, and a piece of copper. And this is rolled copper that's taken from a stream bed, and this one we found in Fremont Factory. They produce a number of objects, these are not, the lower register shows a piece in the lower register, and the right-hand side, which is found at Mount 34, and it matches a shell cup that is found in Arkansas, and there's a photograph of it along the side. So you get an idea, it's a piece of a larger scheme, a tattoo design of great importance. The two air spools come from the Meccan site, located in the Illinois Valley, and the nice Hawkman plate on the right happens to come from Boothville of Missouri. And these are the kinds of objects that we believe are produced at Cahokia over a considerable span of time. But nonetheless, they imply considerable craft specialization.
Could you tell us again what the upper left-hand blue
Yeah, these are, they look bizarre, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know if they're pipes or knives or what.
Oh, no, they're ear ornaments.
Oh, thank you.
See, it has a kind of shield-like head with a cleft at the top, and eyes that look like they're targets, and then it kind of split for the mouth. And this is called the long-nosed god by archaeologists. And you can see why, because it has this very long, extensive nose. Yes, a schnoz. Yeah.
How do those compare to those from, say, Spiral and Gotcho?
Well, Gotcho doesn't have it, has that little tattoo. But the Spiral has a couple of these along those god mascots, but these two are shown here because they're found near Cahokia, and also the exceptional preservation. Unfortunately, they were looted out and the context was destroyed because they preserved the ears of these individuals. It was all scraped off. Okay, so these, obviously, this has some sort of ideological significance. You imagine the wearer having these mounted in the earlobes, these ponderous schnozzes projecting out. And we have depictions of that. Let's go on and we'll see that on the page. There's also a long history of developing an art style. All the way from about 1050, and it seems it has even earlier tendencies, going up to about 1200 AD. And here are scratches on pottery that show that it is used for ordinary objects. Also, Cahokia is a great place for the production of these figures or figurines. Some of them are smallish, standing about 6 inches, but others are in the 12 to 13 inch or 14 inch height category. And this is one of them, had been restored, but you can see right away that we have this muscular figure, all decked out in armor and head gear. This is the individual who's also beheading somebody. Beheading is not quite the term for it because look what it's got this claw, it's slicing right through the bridge of his nose. Nasty, right? This is a tableau not of real hunting or hunting people or killing people, but really a tableau about spirits that do these things. is the warrior figure, and to the best of my knowledge, this is very much like turtle, which we find strongly delineated in Omaha, Osage, Winnebago, and other folklore and belief systems. This is the kind of warrior that you, in a sense, that's everybody.
Has it material been sourced?
Yes, this has been sourced. This comes from the clay sources near the Cahokia.
What did you say the material was?
It's called a fire clay. That's it's really a clay stone.
Clay?
Clay, very compact. So when it's mined, it is used like a stone to be carved. The exposures in Missouri are completely mined out. Missouri Archaeological Society survey has samples, and they have an ID very successfully mined. Folks working on Vitar, Tom Emerson in the forefront, who has gone around and looked at each one of these and found most of them have this signature. It comes from those different mines. And this is a very famous one. Also, this has been found in Spiro, and it was complete when it was found. It's called the Seeding Warrior, and it's basically a depiction of Morningstar, one of the principal gods in the firmament. It has a number of details that are important here. It's obviously male. The profile is of the style that is current in Cahokia. Starting from the top, it has this round disc, which we have decided really is a depiction of a sacred bundle, which is small, flat, and mounted on the head. And the device that is carved in there is kind of like a diamond. Is basically an emblem of a copper plate in the sacred bundle. So this is kind of like an X-ray vision into what that bundle is, but it's close. Running down, we see this long braided hair, and this is basically the horn of the red horn. A horn in the long braided hair, and has, in Winnebago and other texts, strong sexual meaning. It's part of the headdress, you can see there, and if you look back here, it's not part of the individual's hair at all. His hair is gathered up in a nice neat bun. Going down, we see this little figure on the earlobe, and that's our long-nosed god Mesket without the extended schnoz. Now this is a kind of concession of material. Very hard to create the schnoz that's necessary. But the shields, shaping there, the target lines, the sitting out, all the details are identical along those Mesket. And from the very outset, people have recognized the identity. And the individual has this cake. This was encrusted originally with lots of red ochre. It has been created into a pipe long after it had been carved as a figure. And you can tell that by the fact that the holes interrupt the pattern, and there's no attempt to create a border, as is customary when the sculptor makes a pipe from scratch. So here we have a very, very significant god placed in Spiro, a long ways from where it was created, but placed in a very special location. Quite a number of these, but lest you think veils are the only